Hi, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Mohammed.
And welcome to the Mount Piper Power Station. We're part of the chemistry team located on site where we sample and test all the water for our customer, Energy Australia.
We're going to have a short video today and we hope that you guys enjoy it. Thank you.
Before we go out on any sampling round, we need to ensure that we have all our sampling equipment and safety equipment with us. To do that, we fill out a checklist for each sampling round. Today, we're doing regional waters. So I'm just going to go through all the safety equipment that we need. In winter, we need a wetsuit. This is for when we go out on the boat. We need to carry a satellite phone with us. This gives us more reception than a normal phone, so it allows us to call out if we need to. We have our emergency beacon, which we can set off if we get into trouble, and that will let the search and rescue authorities come and find us to our location. We have a whistle for when we're on the boat, just in case we capsize, and it will get the attention of passers-by. We have a book which covers all our risk assessments for all our sampling sites, as well as GPS coordinates. So each site is designated a number and it has a risk assessment associated. We have our life jacket, which is essential for when we're out on the boat to make sure that we don't sink, if in case we do go in the water. And we always carry drinking water, just to make sure that, we don't dehydrate.
Hi and welcome to our regional water, or one of the regional water sampling sites. So as you can see today that we're out in the wildlife, and therefore the safety precautions that we need is the high vis to make sure that if someone was on site they could actually see us. And also because we're in the middle of winter, we didn't need our snake gaiters as long that we've covered ourselves and nice and warm. If it was in summer, then this would be the snake gaiters that we use. The idea is to wrap this around our leg, just in case there is any snakes that we might encounter. And also just keep a lookout on the animals that's around, so such as kangaroos or wombats or any unexpected animals. And because, as you can see at the back, we're in an area where there is no reception for our mobile phones, therefore the satellite phone that we've shown earlier would be of use just in case an emergency happen in this area.
Before we launch the boat on the lake, we need to make sure that it's sufficiently pumped up to make sure that we don't sink. As you can see, this one needs to be pumped up, so we use our pump to do the pumping. We have now finished pumping up our boat. As you can see, it's nice and firm and we're ready to launch. We've now arrived at Lake Wallace and we're ready to launch the boat. The first thing we've done is we've checked the weather conditions. This is usually done online before we leave, but as you know, things can change. So we're all good. The sun's shining, it's not too windy, so conditions are all good to launch. We've also checked our boat again, which is pumped up nicely, and we've got all our protective equipment on that I showed earlier. So we've got our life jacket, we've got our wetsuit because we're sampling in winter, we've got our emergency beacon in our pocket, and our gumboots on so that our feet don't get wet.
So today we're in the middle of Lake Wallace, and because there is no buoy or anything like that around it that we can tie into, we have to drop an anchor so then the boat doesn't float around. As you can see behind me, there is a dam, and it would be dangerous if we were profiling without something stopping the boat from moving. So I'm going to drop the anchor now. And part of our safety as well is we have the motor running while we're profiling. You can hear it in the background that the motor is running. And now that it's gone off slack, so that means the anchor's reached the bottom. And we're just going to tie it in to the boat. And we hope that this will keep the boat together, so then we don't fall into the dam wall. So this concludes our safety video. As you can see that the PPE that we use for sampling is different with the PPE that we use for lab testing.
We can never assume that environmental conditions stay the same every time we're out sampling. To reflect any changes in condition, we fill out our Be Safe card to note any changes.
Thank you for watching the video, and we hope that you guys enjoy it.